Yo, what do we got for you today? 1968 Cadillac Fleetwood limousine AM radio with the Wonder Bar. And what was cool about those limousine ones was they got this attachment, and that runs all the way to the back passenger side, and we have stereo control as well as AC. They had a rear AC blower as well as the one in the front. We'll look at that some other time. We're just looking at the radio right now. What do we got? We got this front speaker set that would be attached to the speaker under the front dash pad, right in the middle, and then we got that as our rear speaker. These are 1976 DeVille speakers. Not the greatest, but they're functional, and we want to use them. We got a 67 DeVille antenna. I'm not gonna totally raise it because I don't need to. And that's just one more thing that could possibly fall around. So let's check this out. Got an awesome clean belt on it. It's even hard to find these unbroken, but let alone as clean as this one. And we're going to spin it just a little bit. It's got nice action on that. Does not slip at all. That's another thing. If you find them unbroken, they'll tend to have spots where they slip. And this does not slip. It is nice and clean, intact, and functional. Right now I'm going to test the antenna up and down function on this. So we got a test light over here. Let's put it right there. And you got to supply power to both this top pin. That functions the whole radio. And then this one is going to go to... You got to put power on that, because what it's going to do is when you do your antenna up and down, it's going to send a little bit of voltage, a little bit of amperage at 12 volts over to the antenna relay, and then that will handle the big load of for that antenna, because you can't send all those amps through this thing for an antenna. So we got it on the up, antenna up, and I like how they labeled it. Over to the test light. Test light is grounded to the frame of this. These are grounded on the frame, so I'm going to push it in. We got a test light. Cool. Antenna's up. Now we're going to go over and we're going to move this pin to antenna down. Right? And down would be pulling it. So we got it. We're pulling it out. Retracting the antenna. Cool. We know that function of this works. And let's look at some other stuff. So operation of the radio, let's turn this on, and it's set to the front speakers, right? Nothing in the back, right? And now this is going to override those front speaker controls. So check what happens when we turn this on. You get a little light, you probably can't see the glow. Let's see, just so you can see the glow. There's the glow. And what it does is it brings it to the back, and now it's set to cut the front speaker and go just to the back, right? Let's turn this down a little bit. Poor speakers are getting rattly, but the front person can blend it. So if we use the balance, we get some there, and then our front speaker, we can get that as well. But remember, the back person is the one that can totally control it. So if we turn off the back, it goes straight to the front. Right? When it's on the blended mode, it's going to go straight to the front. The front driver cannot control once the back is operated. The best they can get is a little piece. So that's all full back. I'm going to get on to the Wonder Bar in a second, but I just wanted to note this. What's cool about these is when the radio is off, the back passenger, because they were the Pimp Daddy Mac G, they can actually turn the radio on from here, even though it's off up here. But let's look at the Wonder Bar. So many times these are cooked out or broken or rotted out or whatever. It's hard to find them working. I've found out how to work on them. So even if it's not working, there's certain times I can resuscitate them. Although there's a bunch of things that can go wrong with it. And a lot of times they do not work. They're cooked or something. Let's turn this up. So there's this more stations knob. And as you move it to the right, it will pull in more and more fainter stations, right? It'll be very selective. This thing will stop a lot more because we'll get more stations in. On the left side, it's going to scan a long time. It might only pick up a few along the way. But let's check it out. So it's having a hard time. Let's go to more stations. And then go back. Because remember, there was ones in here I was picking up with more stations. It might not pick up any, or I've been looking at it, it's been picking up like a couple. See, let's go to the middle. The middle, we're getting a couple. Right, but it's more stations is where it's at, where you're going to have the best selection. Another feature of the back speaker control, well, it had tone on that on the inside, but let's turn it on really quick and see how the little amber light lights up. Well, if you press the amber light, you'll see down there it operates a switch which operates the Wonder Bar function. So let's hit it again. And again. Probably go back. It's AM, so there's not a whole heck of a lot of stations around, even on picky mode. So you could operate the Wonder Bar from the back. So not only was there the driver's foot switch, so he or she could operate it, you had the button, and then the back passenger had this, so they could adjust to whatever station, since obviously they can't reach the knobs up there. So another cool feature about this 68 Fleetwood 75 sedan limo AM Wonder Bar radio and rear climate control plus speaker control package. I almost forgot to show one feature, which is the foot switch. So you could have the optional foot switch, and when you clicked it, it would initiate the Wonder Bar. So I don't have a foot switch right now, but basically what it does is it grounds it. So let me turn it on. Of course, I don't have the speakers hooked up right now, but you'll hear the Wonder Bar. And let me just turn that off. So that is the action of the foot switch, and that works as well on this. So cool. Right on. So, you know, this is going to be available while supplies last. They didn't really make many of them, and the 68 Fleetwood Limo is a one-off year. I don't have them, like things like, this is actually from like a 69. The pull strap covers for the back seats and the door panels on that 68, they're a one-off. So get them while you can. And hope you found this enjoyable. Hope you found it helpful. And till the next video, hope you and your family are doing well, all your loved ones, and peace out.